Hello, folks, and welcome to our exclusive pre-draft coverage of the 2023 Big Fire Fantasy Draft. I'm your interim host, Jim Pants, alongside the questionably lucid Stephen A. Sniff. Now, we've got a great show for you tonight, but before I begin, I must provide a quick update on our host, Chris Stollinsworth. As many of you know, our program was canceled last season after only 2 short installments, for reasons we were legally advised not to disclose until now.
We have been led astray, run amok, bamboozled, and flat out deceived!
The following is footage from the 2022 Week 3 Big Fire Fantasy Breakdown. Now, as a warning, the following images may be disturbing.
You know, Jim, the way Russ has been cooking lately, I have a feeling we'll be saying that catchphrase for a long time. Broncos country, let's ride.
It never gets old. You know, Chris, he's been great so far, but another quarterback who I've had my eye on is Jalen Hurts. Through only 3 games so far this fantasy season, he's averaged over 30 points a game, and he's only thrown for 1 touchdown.
Don't say that word.
1 touchdown? Chris?
What
What you've just seen is the last known footage of Chris Stollinsworth. Since then, not much is known about his condition or his whereabouts, only that he's considered to be armed and extremely dangerous. If you see him on the street, please contact the authorities immediately, and whatever you do, do not use the word touchdown.
Max Kellerman!
And with that out of the way, folks, the draft is only minutes away, and I'd say it's time we talked a little football. So to help me in doing so, I'd like to welcome GM of Mount Hodgemore, LeConte.
Thanks for having me.
LeConte, it is always an honor to have you on the show. I know you have a very busy draft night ahead of you, so I really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh man, yeah, draft night is tonight. I don't go until 3rd round, so I got a lot of time. So yeah, no, I'm really glad you brought me. So I was gonna be very lonely before then.
You know, that's great, and I'm really glad you mentioned that because I was meaning to ask you about your first-round pick. Mm-hmm. So right now, Tech Deckers Skate Shop is on the clock getting ready to make their selection first overall. A pick which they received by way of the Classic City Clonkers, and a pick which originally belonged to you. Now, the Classic City Clonkers, Mount Hodgemore. What is it about the 2 worst teams in the league that make you seemingly allergic to drafting first overall?
Yeah, so I can't speak for how they do it in Classic City, but you know, here on Mount Hodgemore, I think our philosophy is just let our players, just let them grow. We got to let him get used to our system. Like Joe Burrow, he's good, but he's just not used to the way that we do things at Hodgemore. So, he's got to get used to it and how to work with his other players. So, we don't really want to bring a bunch of new guys in and complicate the whole thing, right? And also, you can look it up. It's a fact that some of the best teams in college football history, they actually didn't focus on recruiting at all, like in any way. They just scrapped the whole thing. So, didn't care about any new players. And they were like, hey, let's just focus on what we got. And it seemed to work for them. Go look it up later. So I think I'm just going to go with that same philosophy that all the greats. Yeah.
That really is a great philosophy. I've got to ask you, do you have any predictions for how this draft is going to go tonight?
Yeah. So, the Natty Daddies, they've always got a hard on, like huge boner for the new quarterbacks. So got to look out for that. He's going to get his grimy hands all over those guys. So, hide your quarterback picks for them. I think Kevin's going to suck this year. Let's see. I think Gamblers Anonymous, they're just going to keep being the bad boys of the league, trying to make everybody hate him, fleecing everybody. So, he's wheeling a deal. He's living up to his name, Gamblers Anonymous. He needs to take some classes after this. Those are my predictions. We got some new guys, so we'll see how it goes with the new teams that are in our conference. So, yeah, those are my predictions. Yeah. So, speaking of Gamblers Anonymous, wait, I'm getting a phone call from him right now. Hodgemore, talk to me. Okay. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that was Matt Waring, GM of Gamblers Anonymous, actually, and he offered me. He wants Brian Robinson, and he offered me his 2026 3rd-round pick. So I'm like, but I feel like I'm getting fleeced. So give me 1 second. Let me consult my team of experts. Okay, I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time.
Yeah.
really great guy, that Mount Hodgemore, LeConte.
Yeah, so they're hard work right now. Be right back.
Can I get some water?
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting fleeced by that deal, so I don't think I'm going to go with it. Oh, actually, he just threw in, looks like a Bolero gift card, so never mind. I'm going to give him a call. This is getting spicy. So,
all right.
Hey, thanks for the time.
Hey, thank you, LeConte. I appreciate it. There he goes, folks. Well, gosh, busy guy. Well, hey, there we go. If we look now, it looks as if the pick is in. So I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Suntel. Thank you for watching the Big Fire Breakdown, folks. Have a good night.